Hello students, this is your Prasanna ma'am from NEET World. Here we are going to discuss all the NEET previous year questions from the chapter Biological Classification. This is the most useful session for all NEET aspirants. You have to look into it. So if you see the first question which is recently asked in 2024, in the list 1 he has given you the set of organisms, list 2 he has given the mode of nutrition. Euglenoid, of course we all know it conducts what type of nutrition beta? Mixotrophic nutrition. It conducts mixotrophic nutrition. Dinoflagellates, we all know these are photosynthetic protists and they conduct photosynthesis for their food preparation. So their mode of nutrition is photosynthetic. Slime molds, we all know that slime molds are fungi like protists and their mode of nutrition is saprophytic. Plasmodium, we all know Plasmodium is a sporozoan, no beta. Plasmodium is a sporozoan and their mode of nutrition is parasitic. So yes, if you look into the options carefully, A is 4, B 3, C 2 and D 1, option 3 is the correct answer. Yes, next question, if you see, which one of the following is not the criteria for the classification of fungi? If you look into the options, first is fruiting body. Yes, we have considered fruiting body as a criteria for fungal classification. Morphology of mycelium, highly diverse mycelium structures we observed, yes, and mode of spore formation, that is in reproduction, which is diverse in the kingdom fungi. So all these three are the criteria for classification of fungi. Mode of nutrition is not the criteria for classification of fungi. This is because all fungi conduct heterotrophic mode of nutrition. All fungi will conduct what beta? Heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Clear ma? Mode of nutrition is the major criteria for Monera. It is major criteria for Monera, not for fungi. Okay. Next, which one of the following is correct statement he is saying? Bacteria are exclusively heterotrophic organisms. Wrong, because in bacteria we see autotrophic, heterotrophic, in that again photosynthetic autotrophic, chemosynthetic autotrophic. If it is heterotrophic, it can be parasitic, saprophytic and symbiotic, right? So yes, second, if you see, slime molds are saprophytic organisms classified under the kingdom Monera. No, slime molds are eukaryotic, so they are classified under Protista and they are what type of protist beta? They are fungi like protists. Mycoplasma have DNA, ribosomes and cell wall. No, mycoplasma are wall-less, right? They are wall-less, they don't have cell walls. We will also call mycoplasma as bacteria with their coats off. Fourth option, if you consider, cyanobacteria are a group of autotrophic organisms classified under the kingdom Monera. Yes, this is correct. So what is the correct statement? Whenever statement based question is given, look into the question properly and then choose the option whether he is asking you correct statement or incorrect statement. Next question, if you see beta. Yeah, in the 5 kingdom classification, which single kingdom contains blue-green algae, nitrogen fixing bacteria and methanogenic archaebacteria? So yes, which kingdom consists of all these? Blue-green algae, which is eubacteria, nitrogen fixing bacteria also comes under eubacteria, and methanogenic bacteria comes under what ma? Archaebacteria. Archaebacteria. Both of them will belong to which kingdom? They belongs to the kingdom Monera. So here what is the answer? Option A will be your correct answer. In the 5 kingdom classification, unicellular green algae included in the kingdom. Unicellular green algae. Whichever unicellular eukaryotic organism is there, we have placed it under the kingdom Protista itself. Be it unicellular fungal structure or unicellular algal structure or unicellular animal like structure, be it protozoan or sporozoan or amoeba, everything is kept under the kingdom Protista. Clear ma? Next question. Yes, fungi usually store the reserve food material. What is the reserve food material of fungi? It is glycogen and oil. What is it, beta? Glycogen and oil is the reserve food material of fungi. Okay. Next, which of the following organisms are known as chief producers in the oceans? Diatoms are said to be the chief producers of oceans, where it acts as a phytoplankton. It acts as what, ma? Phytoplankton. Okay, so it is the major source of chief producer for all the organisms in the oceans. Clear? Next. Yeah. Which one of the following is wrong for fungi? They are eukaryotic. Of course, they are eukaryotic, correct. All fungi possess purely cellulosic cell wall. No. Fungi possess chitinaceous cell wall. What is it? Fungal cell wall is composed of chitin. Okay, it is called as fungal cellulose. Okay, but it is not cellulosic cell wall. So yes, this is wrong. We will look into the other two options also. They are heterotrophic, true. They are both unicellular and multicellular. Give some examples. Unicellular, we all know the best example is yeast, which is Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Multicellular, we have many groups of fungi like Rhizopus, Mucor, Agaricus, Aspergillus, etc. Okay, next. Which of the following statement is correct, he is asking. Fusion of protoplasms between two motile and non-motile gametes is plasmogamy. This question is also, this type of question also asked in EAP set. Okay, most important format of question asked in EAP set also. So look into it keenly. Yes, of course, fusion of two protoplasms between motile and non-motile gametes is called as plasmogamy. True. Organisms that develop on living plants is called as saprophytes. What is saprophytic mode of nutrition, beta? If organism is surviving or it is relying on the dead and decaying matter, then only it is saprophytic nutrition. If it is on the living plants, then it is called as parasitic. It is called as what, ma? Parasitic mode of nutrition. Next, if you see, some of the organisms can fix atmospheric nitrogen in the specialized cells called sheath cells. No, they can fix atmospheric nitrogen in the specialized cells called heterocyst. Clear? Next, fusion of two cells is called as karyogamy. Wrong. Fusion of two nuclei is called as karyogamy. Okay, so yes, all the three statements are wrong. He is asking us for the correct statement. So option 1 is the correct answer. Which of the following is correct about viroid? Okay, which of the following is correct about viroid? They have free RNA without protein coat. True. They have DNA with protein coat. Wrong. If they have DNA with the protein coat, then it is virus. They have free DNA without protein coat. Wrong. Viroids will have majorly RNA without a protein coat, and they will affect mostly plants. Okay, for example, potato spindle tuber disease. They have RNA with the protein coat. Wrong. So yes, what is the correct answer? Option 1 will be your answer. Next question, if you see, which of the following statements is incorrect, he is asking. Viroids lack a protein coat. Yes, true. Viruses are obligate parasites. Correct. Infective constituent in virus is protein coat. Wrong. Infective constituent is always DNA. If you take a bacteriophage, a virus which affects bacteria, what is a bacteriophage? The virus which affects bacteria is bacteriophage. This is the protein coat and this is DNA. Whenever bacteriophage comes and associate with bacteria, it will, the tails of this bacteriophage will attach to the walls of the bacteria, and this will deliver the DNA whichever is present in this bacteriophage into the bacteria. Okay, it will deliver the DNA from bacteriophage to bacteria. So yes, what is the infective constituent, ma? Infective constituent is DNA, it is not protein coat. Next, prions consist of abnormally folded protein. True, yes, prions consist of abnormally folded protein. So here option 3 is the correct answer. Which of the following statements is incorrect? He is saying morels and truffles are edible delicacies. True. Claviceps is a source of many alkaloids and lysergic acid. Okay, yes, true. What is claviceps? Claviceps will cause ergot disease. Okay, and they have precursor, that is LSD, and they will synthesize LSD, that is true. Next, conidia are produced exogenously and ascospores produce endogenously. Now you tell me beta, what is a sexual spore and asexual spore in this? Conidia is an asexual spore which is exogenously produced. Ascospore is an endogenously produced spores for ascomycetes, which is a sexual spore. Tell me that sexual spore which is exogenously produced, that is basidia, no, basidiospores. Basidiospores are exogenously produced. They are what, ma? Exogenously produced. Clear? So yes. Next, yeast have filamentous bodies with long thread like hyphae, which is wrong. We all know yeast, which is Saccharomyces cerevisiae, which is unicellular structure. It doesn't have filament bodies or hyphae. Yes, he is asking for incorrect statement, and the incorrect statement is option 4. Clear, ma? Next. Which among the following is not a prokaryote? Okay, which is not a prokaryote, he is asking. Nostoc is a prokaryote, which is cyanobacteria or blue-green algae. Mycobacterium is a prokaryote. Oscillatoria is also cyanobacteria, it is also a prokaryote. Saccharomyces is a eukaryote, which is unicellular fungi. It is what, ma? Unicellular fungi. Okay. Next, after karyogamy followed by meiosis, spores are produced exogenously in, he is asking. Okay, spores are produced exogenously. After karyogamy means karyogamy and meiosis, he is saying. So he is talking about which type of reproduction, beta? Sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction, exogenously produced spores are what? Basidiospores. Basidiospores. Basidiospores are produced in which class of fungi? Basidiomycetes. Basidiomycetes. So yes, Basidiomycetes. Then the example of Basidiomycetes, you have to recall it quickly. Of course, Agaricus. Alternaria, Coletotrichum, Trichoderma belongs to Deuteromycetes. Neurospora and Saccharomyces belongs to Ascomycetes. Okay. So yes, Agaricus is the example of Basidiomycetes. So option 1. Clear, ma? Whenever such questions are given, don't get confused because it is indirectly asked, right? Looking into karyogamy and meiosis only, you can say it is sexual reproduction. So he is asking about exogenously produced sexual spore. Of course, it is Basidiospores from the class Basidiomycetes. Just recall the examples of Basidiomycetes, you can answer it correctly. Okay. Next. Now, if you see, ciliates differ from all other protozoans, okay, using pseudopodia after capturing prey? Wrong. Pseudopodia is not at all present in ciliates, okay. Having contractile vacuole for removing excess water? Wrong. Contractile vacuole in ciliates. Give me the example of ciliate. Paramecium. Example of ciliate is Paramecium. Okay. So contractile vacuole here it is present for excretion process. Okay. Excretion and osmoregulation. Next, using flagella for locomotion? Wrong. They are ciliates. Why will they use flagella for locomotion? They have two type of nucleus. Of course, it is correct. If you take a paramecium, it has two types of nucleus. One is micronucleus and the other is macronucleus. Macronucleus and micronucleus. Macro is helpful for nutrition micronucleus for reproduction. Okay, so yes, it is option 4. Next, which of the following organisms are known as chief producers in oceans? Of course, it is diatoms, repeated in the previous question also, like 2023. Okay, so remember this most clearly, and many a times the questions are also asked about diatomaceous earth, Kesselgar. Okay, next, select the wrong statement he is asking you. Pseudopodia are locomotory and feeding structures in sporozoans. He is saying pseudopodia are locomotory and feeding structures. Wrong. Pseudopodia is locomotory and feeding in amoeboids. Amoeboids. For example, amoeba or entamoeba histolytica. Mushrooms belongs to Basidiomycetes. True. Cell wall is present in members of fungi and plantae. He didn't mention same composition of cell wall. He just said cell wall is present in fungi and plantae. True. Mitochondria are powerhouse of the cell in all kingdoms except Monera. True. In Monera, instead of mitochondria, what is present, ma? Mesosomes. Mesosomes, which are respiratory in function. Where are mesosomes present? They are the extensions of cell membrane into the cytoplasm. Okay, and they will release the respiratory enzymes conducting the respiration. So here what is the option? Option is 1. Next, which among the following are the smallest living cells known without a definite cell wall, pathogenic of plants as well as animals, and can survive without oxygen? Your answer should be mycoplasma, because mycoplasma are the only group of monerans which do not have cell wall. They can survive in the absence of oxygen. They infect, they are pathogenic both to plants and animals. Of course, it is mycoplasma, and they can easily pass through the bacterial filter paper because their molecular weight or size is less than that of bacteria. What is the other synonym for mycoplasma beta? They are bacteria with their coats off. Next, which of the following are found in extreme saline conditions? In extreme saline conditions, which are found? Mycobacteria, halophiles. Halophiles will belong to mycobacteria. Halophiles, thermoacidophils, methanogens belongs to which group of bacteria beta? Archaebacteria, or they belongs to Archaebacteria. To what they belong to? Archaebacteria. What are they? Halophiles, thermoacidophiles, and methanogens. And what ma? Methanogens. Yes. So here we need to choose option 4, because halophiles, which belongs to Archaebacteria, are in, they can survive in the extreme saline conditions. Next, viroids differ from viruses in having RNA molecules without protein code. See, it is third time we are looking into the question which is asked with respect to viroids. Okay, so you need to look into this concept, that is viroids, virus, prions, lichens, okay, planta and animalia. Most importantly, these 4: viroids, prions, lichens and viruses. Look into it. Yeah. Next, which one of the following statements is wrong? Eubacteria are also called as false bacteria. Eu means true, it is not false bacteria. Eubacteria are true bacteria. So this is wrong statement. Phycomycetes, they are primitive fungal class and also called as algal fungi. Cyanobacteria are also called as blue-green algae, correct. Golden algae are also called as desmites, true, which belong to chrysophytes. So here he is asking you about the wrong statement. So the answer is 1. Chrysophytes, euglenoids, dinoflagellate slime moulds are included in the kingdom Protista. They are included in kingdom what ma? Protista, wherein chrysophytes are purely plant-like photosynthetic, euglenoids also, but they exhibit mixotrophic nutrition. All these chrysophytes, euglenoids, dinoflagellates, plant-like, and this is fungi-like protists. Okay. Next. Yeah. Which of the following is the major component of cell wall of most fungi? Major component is chitin. Major component of the cell wall is chitin. Option 3. Next, select the wrong statement. The walls of diatoms are easily destructible. Wrong. The walls of the diatoms are made up of silica. The walls of the diatoms are made up of silica. They are indestructible. They are indestructible. Okay, that is why huge deposits of diatoms, dead diatoms in the seabed will form diatomaceous earth or Kesselgar. They are used for multiple purposes. Okay, diatomaceous earth is formed by cell walls of diatoms. True. Diatoms are chief producers in the oceans. Correct. Next, diatoms are microscopic and float passively in water. True. So here what will be our option? Option 1 when he is asking about wrong statement. Next question. Yeah. Which one of the following is wrong for fungi? See, many at times from which areas the questions are asked, beta, if you look into it clearly, mostly the questions are asked from fungi and virus, viroids, prions, and about Monera, okay, and few into Protista that are photosynthetic protists. Look into it, okay. Which one of the following is wrong about fungi? He is saying they are eukaryotic. True. All fungi possess purely, see again, cellulosic cell wall. Wrong. All fungi will possess chitinaceous cell wall. Most of the fungi chitinaceous cell wall, not all. Okay. They are heterotrophic. True. They are both unicellular and multicellular. Correct. Okay. So here what is our answer? As he is asking wrong, it is option 2. And last question, if you look into, methanogens belong to archaebacteria. Thermoacidophiles, halophiles and methanogens belong to which group of monerans beta? They belongs to archaebacteria. So this is all about the discussion of the questionnaire. In coming up session, I will be getting most important and most interactive questions which are useful to all of you. So stay tuned and thank you.